Hey everyone, today I've got your next movie review. As most of you know, I love to get scared while I'm watching scary movies like nobody's business. So this one, I'd say I kind of felt the opposite most of the time. Your Next just doesn't seem to fit the bill for me, apparently. Sure, it's got creepy characters and animal masks. I mean, who wouldn't be scared of that? But the overall terror aspect of this, I would say it was not in the acting at all. The movie is about a family who comes together for a reunion and only to be met by Death himself. Sure, I liked this movie because normally when I see big name actors trying to get into the whole like scary mode, I try to not judge them as much as I should, but then but of course this movie didn't really have too many actually it didn't have any like big name stars that I knew of, at least nobody I recognized, so I guess it's kind of a good thing, but sometimes I'm really on the fence about that. I tried not to get so nitpicky in this case, because when I see random people acting scared, I just think it's gonna be like a sitcom, and like just a really like crappy movie, in which case this kind of wasn't. I don't get so nitpicky, especially when I see random people just running in the scene, running for the hills, and through razor sharp wire. Spoiler alert. This movie actually wasn't that gory at all, so I'm kind of wondering why that was, because I should have seen more gore. Not like Evil Dead gore, but more like Saw gore. That was one of my expectations, not really prior to seeing the movie, but while I was watching it. I was hoping to see more blood, but I didn't. I would say that it didn't really overplay your typical murder scenarios you see in movies nowadays, so I was kind of disappointed about that. I felt like I was watching a different version of The Strangers, and the movie was good at using tension with sound effects and the musical score itself, so I felt like I was watching myself play around with that Slender Man game online, you know what I mean? Where there's like loudness in the music, you hear like the heart pounding sound, and you kind of hear that throughout this movie, so I mean I kind of got scared about that. It's just sometimes music was playing at like certain times of the movie, and it just like was so like unnecessarily loud. It was kind of ridiculous, and it kind of took me out of the whole experience of watching a horror film. So I don't know what was up with that, so I was kind of negative on that aspect, and I just like wasn't scared about that. There was this moment in the film where I did feel like I couldn't trust one of the characters. I just considered everyone skulking around to be a baddie, so if you look suspicious, I was definitely going to consider you a baddie. At least there's this one girl that looked like Olivia Wilde from Tron Legacy, so I mean, she looked okay. I will confess that I did jump at least once, but I'm kind of wishing I jumped a little bit more, especially trying to get myself scared. I guess I didn't put myself in that horror movie watching mode, and it's not fair, because I really wanted to be scared by this. I will say, yes, I did feel a little bit disappointed by the end of the movie. Overall, I thought the movie was okay. It could have been a whole lot better. I don't know what was wrong with this. I mean, the writing was okay, the acting was subpar. The whole, like, horror scenario is happening. I mean, sure, I'd be scared, too, if, like, my whole family was getting invaded by these, like, masked people. Because, I mean, it has been done before. The Purge, Strangers. I don't know how much more originality you can get there. I probably won't be seeing this movie again, and if I do, it'll be a long, long time, because honestly, I don't care about this movie anymore. Now that I've seen it, I don't want to see it again. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Your Next. Were you even at all scared? Because I sure wasn't. As always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Trial Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, or Your Next.